Shares of Booking Holdings sliding this morning despite better than expected earnings and revenue. On the call last night, CEO Glenn Fogel said that the conflict in the Middle East hurt reservations during the holiday season. He joins us live with his outlook for the company. You like that, Glenn, where I'm introing you and I say last night the CEO Glenn Fogel said something. Are your ears a little bit hot now and burning? Did you really say that? Would you say it for us live, Glenn, so that I don't have to cite something you said last night? Say it again, Sam.
All right. Well, thank you. First, I'll start off. Thank you, Joe, for having me.
You're welcome.
Look, we thought last night we said some great numbers, really good numbers. Your point about the Middle East, we did point out that October, when this tragic thing happened at the beginning, and we definitely hit a little bit there. We talked our numbers a little softer than they would have been otherwise. But you think about the year, over 1 billion room nights. That's just fantastic. When you think about the revenue that we produce, just really the gross bookings, the total amount of travel that goes through us, over 150 billion, $151 billion going through the system. It was great. And then to be able to return $10 billion back to shareholders and share repurchases and announcing a dividend, I thought it was just a great thing to be able to report last night.
It was an all-time high where you closed yesterday, too, wasn't it, Glenn?
Well, it absolutely was. I think we all got a little bit of a NVIDIA boost yesterday, so there's a little bit of volatility in there. But I think it's an important thing. I mean, the whole idea of AI, just so fantastic. The things we're doing on it right now, we see some real benefit coming down the road.
Was the number, though, I guess the bookings, was that a bit of a start? What were you surprised if were you at 21% for travel bookings? And then you said year over year 16%. So was that was because of the Mideast, but that's a pretty big miss.
Well, First of all, we didn't miss anything. We exceeded our expectations from what we announced.
Not the street's expectations,
or our expectations. We did better than we expected. Albeit there is always a problem when there's uncertainty and there's tragedy going around the world. Travel can be impacted, but we were pleased. Absolutely pleased with what we did over the quarter, and we're also very pleased where we're going forward. You know, coming out with talking about our first quarter and coming out saying in the midpoint of our range for EBITDA, we're coming out around 19%. That's a good number, and it's benefiting from an Easter shift into March. But I'll tell you, we are very pleased with how travel is doing, and we are absolutely pleased about where we think the year is going to go for 2024.
The pandemic, the post-pandemic FOMO, we've been talking about that's over. That's finished, even for international?
Well, look, we talked about international. We're pretty back to where we were in 2019 pre-pandemic in terms of our mix between international and domestic. Certainly there was a surge of travel back, and now we're getting to a more normalized travel situation. But here's the thing we love about our industry. Is you're getting the benefit. Travel's always going to grow a little bit faster than GDP. So we get that benefit. Then there's still a tremendous number of people who are still buying travel offline. Those people will come onto online. We'll get that tailwind too. Then you go on to the things where we're coming out, all the new types of products, new services that we're doing. I talked a little bit about our flight business, 58% up year over year for the full year. That was a really good number. And as we continue to develop these new things, our connected trip, plus all the AI things we're doing, whether it be Booking.com and our AI trip planner or our Priceline people with their Penny product, with all AI driven. This stuff, these are all positive tailwinds. That's why I'm just so positive about the future for us and travel in general.
Do you, at this point, in a macro, from a macro, like at 30,000 feet, Glenn, are you surprised that we've maintained this type of economic activity, given of the interest rate, going up 500 basis points? I mean, this is odd. I mean, as a CEO, how do you account for that? What's going on?
Okay, so a couple things on this. First of all, you are, of course, speaking mostly domestic, U.S., and it has been wonderful to see that there was no recession, to see how we do seem to be doing well. You look around the world, different parts of the world are doing differently. You look at Europe, things are a little flat there, and people are a little concerned, but overall, travel's still very strong there. We look in terms of Asia and things coming back up there, so all different parts of the world. Here's the thing. I've been at this company now almost 24 years. Okay, so we're approaching a quarter of a century, and I've seen the ups and downs and the ins and outs. Economies go up, economies go down. In the long run, people are always going to want to travel. And they're always going to want to travel from wherever they are in the world. As more people are able to afford to travel, they're going to want to travel too. These are all really positive for us. So yeah, there can be recessions. Of course, an election year in the U.S., you don't usually see recessions. Usually the administration tries to do whatever they can to keep the economy going. So I'm in favor of that for this year. But all in all, I look long term, and long term for us, positive.
Even with the geopolitical situation, what area of the world is most important and worries you the most at this point? On the other hand, you can't sit there. Obviously, you probably wouldn't sleep at all if that's what you were doing. You got to just, what do? You manage through anything. You hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely true what you said, Joe, but even more so, we are very fortunate to be an incredibly global company. We are the largest travel company in the world, and we do play throughout the world. So one area of the world could end up in some sort of a situation that's going to be very negative for the people who live there and, of course, the businesses that operate there. And we've seen that throughout the world. When I look back over these 24 years and I think of it, 9/11, I think of SARS-1, I think about what happened, the dot-com implosion. I think about the financial crisis in 2008. I think about things like volcanoes in Iceland, shut down travel in Europe. I mean, we go on and on. The tragedy of what's happening in all parts of the world in terms of violence. These things are horrible things that I hear, but travel continues. And that's why we have to look at this always on the long run. One of the things I always worry is that people look too near term. They look short term. They think, oh, what's going to happen tomorrow or next week? I really emphasize to everybody, think long term, and we'll be better off that way.